everyone, it is the Charming Giraffe, and it is day 2 of our experiment, and this is where we are testing the paint to Floetrol ratios. So yesterday we did the 20-80, today we're doing the 30-70, so 30% paint, 70% Floetrol, and water. So once again, the equation or the formula will be in the description. We're mixing up 4 colors: red, yellow, blue, and white. And I have pre-measured everything for this first, well, for all the paints, but I can't pre-measure all of the Floetrol because I would have to waste a bunch of syringes to do that. So we will get started here. To kind of give you an idea of each one, even though this will be in the description. For today, I've converted everything from ounces to milliliters just for ease of doing this because I couldn't get an accurate read on ounces. Today's measurements are 17 milliliters of paint, 37 milliliters of Floetrol, and 6 milliliters of water. I did not measure the water. Actually, all of the paintings will have 6 milliliters of water. So we will go ahead and get started here. I will speed you up through this part because it's just mixing all the different colors. Why is there like blue in here? I think there must have been a chunk somewhere. We'll get rid of that. Since it's just doing the same thing for all the colors, you saw me do that, and you have the equation. So we'll get started, and then we will come back and do 2 paintings. One will be a tree ring, is what we'll start with, and then with the rest of the paint, we will do a flip cup. So I will see you in a minute. Alright, so we've got our paint mixed up. I'm going to put these in the order we poured them in yesterday. And it was white, blue, yellow, red. And then get a clean cup. This just has a tiny drop of Floetrol in it. It'll be okay. And then our 2 canvases for today. And then we'll get started. So the first one was the tree ring, so we're going to go ahead and start with that. And I'm going to attempt to do this in the exact same order that we did it yesterday. So yellow, white, yellow, blue, red, and we just did that twice. Obviously I'm not measuring exactly how much I'm pouring each time, but it's okay. Right away, it's definitely thicker than it was yesterday. I would almost maybe guess that this was slightly closest to my current ratio, just probably a little bit more water for consistency, because for consistency of our experiment, I was keeping the water ratio the same. So because if I increase the water, then yeah, but we are still getting a few cells popping through here. Not a lot. The colors, the rings, or the paint poured in here really did stay pretty consistent. I'm sure the longer we let it set, the more we would get out of it. But we're going to go ahead and get started with the tree ring. You just scoot that out of the way. And once again, I did not... Oh goodness, I'm not excited about this yet. There we go. Maybe now. I did not strain the paint, but I did strain the Floetrol. are not torching for the sake of the experiment. We don't want to inadvertently make cells where there may not have been cells. I really want to put on gloves, guys, but we already kind of started, so I guess I won't. It's definitely thicker, which is which would make sense since we have more paint than Floetrol. Hopefully I didn't run too much off. We can actually get this whole canvas covered. Or maybe I just didn't put enough in the cup. I really want to save some of this red. It's taken its precious time to actually move. We may lose it, guys. We may end up with just a white and blue painting here. Here we go. Okay. Just to try to get some of that back, I'm going to run it back again here. See if we can save any of it. Ugh, paint everywhere. Definitely enough. I think I may have just ran too much of it off at the beginning here. Okay, we're just going to let it call that good for now. I'm going to clean my hands and then we'll come in for the close-up. Alright, we are here for the close-up. We lost a lot of the colors, but we do get a lot of like little cells. So yeah, let's see here. Lots of blue, and then here's where all of our colors went. The red, orange, and yellow. Lots of orange, lots of red cells throughout the painting. But yeah, we will move this to a safe drying area and come back for the flip cup. Alright, we are back to do the flip cup. We definitely got some cells in this cup now, so it is possible I may have just not have been very patient with it. Completely possible there, which means when it dries, it's likely to create more cells. I can definitely say the ones that we did yesterday, spoiler alert, they dried cooler than they looked at the beginning. And they looked amazing at the beginning, so. Getting this all in our flip cup, and then we will flip it over and see what kind of awesomeness it makes. Plenty of paint. Probably didn't use enough last time, but we made it work. Alright, we're going to let this set for a second, and then we will come back and see what we get. Alright, let's see what we get here. Whoa. Well, there's where all our red is. Pretty cool cup. There's some cells. Okay, where do we want to start this time? Start this way. A big chunk in there. Okay, it's bugging me. I need to get it out. Where'd tweezers go? Probably gonna end up dripping on it. Go fast, okay. I feel like so far we got a lot more tinier cells. And again, blue took over. So hopefully we get a lot of like pretty other color cells coming through all this blue. Theoretically, there was the same amount of paint evenly across the two paintings, at least. Oh gosh, I don't know. I really like this white section here, so I really like this blue section too. But yeah, just to try to get rid of some of the blue. But this white section is looking really cool because it's got all those different colored cells. So if we can get more of that and less blue, that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to let it drip for a little bit longer. Maybe let that white blotch drip off if it does. If it will. Because I do like all that white. And we have plenty of blue. Even on the edges, it looks super cool. So yeah, we're going to let that, we're going to call that good. I will bring you in for the close-up. Alright, here we are for the close-up. Start in the lower left corner, blue, but then in the middle, white with all these red cells, surprisingly. Got all the different colors. We got some greens and yellows in there too. Some orange lacing again. I think we had that yesterday. So I think I called it like orange lightning. And then the upper right corner's got a lot of the colors in there. Some really pretty like greens almost. More yellow than green, but definitely not yellow. And then the white corner, which I stretched out. I was hoping more colors than just red would come through. But yeah, I am happy with it. I really like this side too. So we will set this to dry. We'll come back tomorrow for the 40-60 experiment. And then Friday we will do all of them, how they dried with the difference in the formula. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and do what makes you happy.